Likely. Probably be a triple option, wishbone, Jay back there. So,
What's your background in triple option?
not much. Ran no triple option. I ran a option one time, but maybe once.
So you're going to rely on Steve Clark in that when you go there?
Yeah, that's right. And then Elisa Tuiaki said he ran it as a player. So.
But where is the quarterback situation? If you could just address that.
Yeah, it's wait and see. We've got to see how Tanner progresses. He's out there throwing and trying to move around a little bit, so we won't know really till after tomorrow. We have a better idea what he looks like, and then Bo's, still being evaluated, and waiting to see on him, and then we have Joe and Coy and Cody. So it's kind of all hands on deck after we see where Tanner's at and where Bo's at.
So how are you dividing the reps initially in practice?
We're just getting everybody what we can. We're getting Tanner a few more each day to see how he responds, that kind of thing. And then Joe's getting some and Coy gets some. So Austin Confensus is getting some. So it's kind of like I said, it's all hands on deck right now, and we'll wait and see till we know for sure whether Tanner's in or out.
Where's Joe in his development, given he's just been back from remission a few months?
Yeah, he's in the early stages. So he's a sharp kid. He did some good things in camp, but that's been a little while now. As far as having reps during the season, hasn't had many. Has run scout team some, so he's in the early stages and getting some work now. So he's kind of the recall's coming back a little bit, but the important thing is whoever's in there, they know that they got to take care of the football, and the turnovers have been the common denominator the last few weeks, and so we got to take care of the football, whoever goes in, and make good decisions.
How do you describe Joe's skill set?
It'll be interesting to see. So, he's just off a mission, but he's an athletic kid that moves around, and I'm sure Boise's probably watching his high school highlight tape and seeing what he brings to the table. So, he's a guy that he wouldn't be here if he didn't have some skills.
You mentioned at the start of the season that it's really hard to work in quarterbacks beyond the starter, maybe a backup. In practice and reps wise and whatever. Are you guys kind of focused now on maybe getting more depth, more kind of rep rotation, I guess, just because of circumstances where it's not just one or two guys?
Yeah, we have limited time during the week, really 3 practice days. You get Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Fridays just kind of mentally get ready for it and play the game. Mondays kind of mentally get ready for it. So really we have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week being a Friday game. So there's only so many reps to go around. So, yeah, you're trying to sink them into guys you think may play, but still you're not going to develop guys during the season much. It's just the nature of the business. They got to be able to come in and get mental reps and be able to call it and line people up. And there's a lot that goes on to that, So when you get down to your third or fourth guy, they've had probably no reps during the season leading up to that. And, you saw that with Coy. He did some good things, but also, threw a couple balls that he thought the guy was coming inside a little and left it inside, and the hole was outside, and just, forced a couple passes to try to, make some plays at that point in the game. So, but that's just not having a lot of reps and not getting a lot of the snaps. So, it happens, and the hard part, is when you get down to that third or fourth guy, they don't have the reps that, the 1 and 2s have had, and even the 2s are limited. So your 3s and 4s don't get much at all.
You can't ignore the turnovers, of course, but did you feel like the offense execution-wise took a step forward? It seemed like you were moving the ball a little more consistently, getting in the end zone.
We felt good early in the game. We put some drives together, hit some big plays. We had some explosives in the game that we hadn't had earlier in the year. So we kind of feel like as a staff we're getting a better handle on our personnel and what they do best, and getting them in the right situations. And And then, of course, when you have an injury, you got to kind of step back and you know, the idea was to run the ball, and our defense is playing really well, and we're running the ball well. So, you know, that was kind of the plan after Bo went down, to keep doing that. Unfortunately, we laid it on the turf a few times, but overall, I think, you know, our offensive line played great in that game, and we had some guys make some plays too. So there were some things we could take from it, but of course the turnovers negated a lot of those things and a lot of those feelings you had.
For obvious reasons, talking a lot about the quarterbacks, but how do you evaluate the players around them in terms of helping them out?
Yeah, that's, you know, we said it during the game. Hey, all right, Bo's down. Everybody's got to step up. We'll go to the O-line and say, we're putting it on you. And they stepped up. You know, they did a great job. I thought we handled them pretty well up front with them knowing we were going to be running the football. So that's where the other players around got to raise their level of play and make a play here or there to bail a guy out every now and then. So hopefully that happens and continues again this week.
How do you work with Uber? Just, I mean, the fumbles obviously hurt, but he also had a really successful game. How do you kind of balance those two things with
him? We gave it right back to him after the second fumble. He's not a guy, I mean, you're not going to go sit him on the bench and punish him and not play him because of the fumbles. You got to coach him and educate him, and they were all after games. It wasn't due to lack of effort. They were fumbles that occurred, second effort, third effort, and we just got to take better care of the ball when we're in a crowd like that. So you coach him up and let him know that he's still going to be a big part of what we do going forward, and he's got to learn from it, and he's got to correct those mistakes, and you see that at practice that he's really focused on that, and you don't want him going in there and falling down the first time he's touched, scared of fumbling either. So that's something he does well, is break tackles and run hard after contact, and we want him to keep doing that. So talk to him and coach him up and encourage him, and then we've got to see the focus though in practice, which we've seen.
He said on Monday that everybody's scrapping. He's got a ball that he's holding on to, and everybody's trying to rip it out.
Yeah, we've told the scout team that don't let them go by free. Make sure we poke at it all the time. So that happens all the time usually anyway. But we got to make it more of a focus, and he's getting more of a load. So I think as he got more comfortable in the game, he's trying to wade through people and get that hand off and push, and instead of keep the hand on and just drive with your shoulders.
With your wide receivers, it seems like there's a different guy that's kind of been the favorite in each game. How would you assess their play up to this point?
They're coming along. We're starting to see more out of them. Bo Tanner had a great catch over in the corner of the end zone. Jonas ran by a guy early and we just missed him, and then one at the line of scrimmage later in the game. Coy hit him, and so they're coming. And I think once we get Tanner back healthy, hopefully the group around him is ready to go, and then he can step in and feel comfortable, and it catches up quickly for him with having been out for a few weeks. So when that happens, I feel like we're going to be better for it, because the guys around are starting to play better and gel, and like I said earlier, as coaches, we kind of know what those skill sets are, and so we're scheming around that as well. So each week it may be a different guy, and if you're good, that happens, because they can't just take away certain players and not have someone else step up.
Ty, more and more quarterbacks coming out of high school play out of the shotgun almost exclusively. Is there a learning curve almost for guys that have done that in high school that have to learn how to play under center, or do you kind of mold it to what you think they do best?
Well, we'd like to be some under center for play action and run game. Sometimes run game is the backs can see it better coming from straight behind the deeper set, and so we like that. We want to be able to mix and match both, but we'll also scheme it toward the skill set of the quarterback. So Tanner's been in the gun his whole career, and after the first few weeks kind of feel like maybe he feels more comfortable in the gun. So we did more of that against Utah with him and got him in the gun a little more, and if he's able to go, obviously being under center put more stress on the ankle anyway, so we'll probably be done as we were with Bo and Coy last week anyway. So we try to, if the guy's more comfortable there, I'd rather him be back there and for sure passing downs and feel comfortable with.
Ty, how are you holding up, just handling the quarterback injury?
Yeah, I'm wearing a hat. I'm going to have Ed Lamb and Steve Clark's haircut, so whether I cut it or pull it out. But, I mean, if you've been around athletics and sports, whether coaching or playing, you've had these types of situations come up where it doesn't always go your way. The ball, we've had some crazy bounces this year too, and sometimes you don't get those, and sometimes it seems like they pile up in clusters, which is kind of happening for us right now. So for me, it's, as long as Kalani's happy and knows, the situation we're in and what we're doing and feels comfortable with that, that's all that matters to me, is that I got report to him, and as long as he's feels good and is comfortable with what we're doing and knows the situation we're in, then I'm good. We'll keep working and keep battling, and at some point it'll turn, and we're going to end up being a pretty good football team. So we're going through some struggles right now that we got to work through.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Coach.
All right. Thanks,